All right, you guys, what is going on? All right, guys, what's going on? Dude. What up, man? What up? Who's on the session today? Who is on the live session, chat? Oh my god, it is so early, dude. It is so early right now, bro. I can't even think straight. It's 8:10. It is 8:10. Trying out a AM session stream, Equities open stream, you know, see how it goes, you know what I mean? I did not sleep that well, just so y'all know. I'm gonna do my best though. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we should be pretty good, man. Stream is open to pretty much everyone. It's not a members only stream, so if you want to invite your friends on here, you can. We will be watching indices today, of course, for our open. Shay says it's 6:10. Oh god. If I'm ever up at 6:10, please call an ambulance, because there's no way. There's no way. It just wouldn't happen. What was good, Jay Jones? Hell Spawn. Just testing out an AM stream, man. I'm here, so why not? Why not? Martin, this is our first AM stream. I don't know if I'm going to make this a regular thing. I'm probably not going to. But again, that's why I said we'll see how it goes. No promises. And I'll still stream at 12. Like, the schedule's not changing. But why not throw you a curveball every once in a while? What's good, P? What's good, AL, Sergio? Who else is here? Harmon, welcome back. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should utilize the AM session to bully you guys into getting back on the paid membership. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that is what I should do. But I guess I'll give you a rundown on how I get into, or I guess going into the week, going into analysis, stuff like that. And yeah. You guys ready for that or what? It is Monday, January 6th, the first real full trading week of the year. I know I'm super hype, right? Super hype, right? Yeah, so we'll go through this first. Yeah. So first things first, we'll look at what is it called? Forex Factory, right? We don't really have too much today. Tomorrow, the 7th, 8:13. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, we do have JOLTS job openings that might shake things a little bit in the pre-market tomorrow. Wednesday, the 8th, we do have some more pre-market stuff. Unemployment claims at 7:30. FOMC meeting minutes at 1 o'clock. Thursday, nothing. And then Friday, the 10th, unemployment rate about an hour before equities open. Right? So, pretty decent list of news for the week. For the dollar specifically is what I'm really looking for. I don't really care about Swiss franc, euro, Aussie, whatever. All right, so there's that. And I would probably have those like on a pen and pad or something. You know, that way you know it's coming, so you don't get wrecked and not know. So that's one of the first things, especially like on the weekend. And yeah, Natasha, I'm up early today, dude. I might say some dumb shit because like I literally just got out of bed like 10 minutes ago. I mean, I barely cracked open my rain. I got sour gummy worm, I think it is. Yeah. Sour gummy worm rain, not paid sponsorship, but you know, we're here. We are here. One thing I'm taking a note of is our current highs, by the way. I probably should have told you that. I didn't, but the reason I was flipping back and forth a minute ago is because we have a higher high here on ES, and we have a lower high here on NQ. So I didn't think we would get volatility until 8:30. Oh, so that's why I didn't say anything. But you do have that again here, and we're trading a little bit lower, but we really haven't done any sort of higher time frame analysis just yet. So I wouldn't be pressing buttons at the moment, but that is something I was noticing. That's why I was flopping between those two when I was talking to you. And Dow, I really just don't even care about Dow Jones, to be honest with you. But yeah. So interestingly enough, getting a couple minutes of volatility. So there's that weakness right here. Price breaking down. You can see a small time frame mitigation right there from a few minutes ago. Right. So again, if you were on the live stream today, if you were watching it, that's all I was looking at. It was just a simple observation saying, hey, we don't have the same highs here. But again, you know, that's not something I took action on, just straight observation. You know, I'm not even logged into anything. I'm not logged into a paper, a demo, funded, or a real account. I'm not logged into anything at the moment. So there is that. Was good, Kevin? Was good, George? Yeah, hopefully people on the Discord aren't going to be like, oh shit, you went live today, I missed it. It's like, well, I didn't plan on it. So we got about 12 minutes until equities open. And yeah. So anyway, we went to Forex Factory, right? We looked at our news for this week. Don't really have too much going on today. What I would do next is visit the daily time frames. Now, I always delete my markups pretty much all the time. Like almost every day, I just reset the markups. And one thing I've already shared with you is the levels down here. Well, the level rather, 57.76, and that is some lows on that daily and weekly down here. Now, back in December, just before Christmas, I've already shared this in the Discord and in one of the market reviews. I talked about this imbalance, and I talked about how if we left the upper half open, that I believe we would remain heavy and trade below 57.76. Now, what we did instead on the 23rd and 24th is we traded higher, right? But we did leave a very small portion of that imbalance open, and then we were heavy for like 5 days until Friday of last week, that reversal day. And today we're sort of back into this imbalance, but we're back within this overall range. So this, to me, I don't care for. I don't like when price goes right back into the range like this. That's janky to me. But one thing I'd want you to notice, though, is these lows, right? So just how I showed you, we had different highs, right, on the 5-minute time frame. We have different lows as well. Man, I gotta shave my fucking beard. I gotta shave my beard, chat. The 20th, okay, the 2nd, January 2nd, took December 20th's low for Nasdaq. ES, that 20th, that Friday the 20th, was not taken on the 2nd. So we have slightly different lows here. You know, right now, I don't know if that's going to mean anything. And that's the thing about when price trades back into the range. It's super just, the conditions are a little bit more difficult. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What's good, Alex and Alex C? Hello, hello. What are y'all doing? What are y'all up to? Are y'all surprised that I'm live on YouTube? We took that low by like a tick. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So indices are at an interesting place on the daily. If there was something, I would prefer if there was something a little bit more obvious, maybe like an imbalance, you know, that it hasn't been traded into before, but it is now, or, you know, something besides trading back into the middle of the range on a daily, right? It just sets up a condition where I expect manipulation. I mean, fuck, I always expect manipulation. That's always a thing, right? That is always a thing. But I guess there's a distinct difference between, okay, hypothetically, right, as an example, oh, Nasdaq, let's say, has low resistant highs. Well, we would expect manipulation lower and then a run higher, right? So it's like a one and run. That's a little bit easier versus, all right, we're in the middle of the range on the daily. What if we take out a high and then reverse lower, take out a low and then reverse to go higher again? It's like the conditions would be different. Instead of just a one and run, it's like manipulation over and over again. And that's difficult because trades don't run. They don't continue to run all day. They give you an opportunity and then they take it all back. And if you don't know how to navigate that, that's when trades, again, they go in your direction and then you break even. Or they go in your direction, you walk away thinking like, oh yeah, I'm good, I got it. You come back and you took a loss or break even. You're like, well, what the fuck? It's a harder condition to be in. And that's what I mean by that. So in layman's terms, I don't know what to expect at our open. I'm not bullish, I'm not bearish. I'd rather just wait. And that's what I usually do anyway. right? Alex C is surprised. SMS morning stream sounds dangerous. Well, again, I might not stream every morning, but I do want to try and reach out to new viewers, right? If you stream at the same time every day, you might not reach too many new people, but I guess if you stream at different times, you might come across new people. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we'll probably be looking at intraday charts for a while. Again, I didn't plan this, so I'm kind of I always just do what I want anyway. I think what we'll do is we'll watch probably the first 30 minutes, maybe the first hour. Yeah. I don't want to end up being here like all fucking day. Because then nobody's going to rewatch the recording. Like a 4-hour recording. Nobody's going to watch that. You know? I wouldn't watch that. I'd be like 4 hours. 4 hours, dude. Miss me with that shit. Miss me with that. It's interestingly enough, we're trading back into this that first fat imbalance at 815. We're kind of back into that for NQ. ES is not quite doing that yet. So, and then let me see one thing too. I'll be swapping a lot, just so you know. This is just how I do things. That low again was taken here by a tick, which I don't think is a real stop run anyway. And that same low on ES is down here. And so that's at 6,007. I think if I was short from up here, this low, either this on a small time frame, it would have been this low, but on this time frame, that low probably would have been a good partial. This would probably have been a target. So I could see us run below 6,007. But we'll have to see. We got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes, and then okay, also too, when we get our equities open, we'll swap over to regular trading hours, so that way we can see if there's any sort of gap. I'm assuming there's going to be a gap up, and then we'll do our normal, well, I don't know if it's normal for you, but we'll do our highest high and lowest low in the first 30 minutes, and we'll mark up some levels, and then I'll eventually cut the stream, and then we'll be back later for the 12 o'clock stream. You know what I mean? Martin thinks it's a great idea streaming the AM session. Yeah. Well, I streamed at 12 to 1, right, roughly. Pretty much every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday for like 2 years. So, but I'm, again, like, I'm not trying to get into like my medical history and shit, but, I've never been a morning person ever. And sometimes I don't sleep well. Like the last couple of days, I've woken up like 4 or 5 times throughout the night, and it's really, really fucking annoying. Yeah, quality of sleep is trash. So that's why I can't promise to stream at Equities Open, because I can't promise that. If I sleep in, I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna look like I don't care, and it's perception. It's fucked. So I'd rather just say, you know what? If I can make it, I'll do it, but I ain't gonna promise it. So like today, for example, I woke up like the 4th or the 5th time, and I said, well, I rolled over. I'm like, what fucking time is it? It's like 7:50 something. I'm like, all right, All right, I guess, you know, I'll stream for Equities Open. And that's why I'm here. So we got our daily candle over here as well. So, ooh, NQ pushing through that imbalance here. And we'll have our Equities Open in just a second. You guys excited? First Equities Open stream for the SMS community. I saw the video in the chat, thought it was a recording. You were wondering why I was up. Yeah, because I don't sleep well. That's why. So you're lucky. You are lucky. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That fat gap, dude. Big old fat gap. Look at that. Remember last week, the triple Qs. Y'all remember that? Remember I told you to put 519.36 on your chart? And what was the high of the day on Friday? Do you fucking remember that? Then I told you about these highs, and I told you about this gap too, and these highs up here, all kind of shit up here for higher time frame objectives. So are you surprised? You shouldn't be. You should not be surprised at all, chat. I'd be a little surprised if we got 22,100 on the day for NQ. That would shock me a little bit. But are you surprised that we're up? No, we talked about this last week being a buy model, didn't we? Go watch Friday's stream. We definitely did. Yes, some highs right there. Whatever high that is, from the 27th, I think. Friday, December 27th, we smacked right into that. Yeah. But this is what that looks like again in regular trading hours. Is going to give you that gap. Electronic is not going to have that. So there still might be some price action, you know, above that level, but to me it is more significant in regular trading hours, if that makes sense. What's good, Mason? What's good, Felix? I know some of you are coming on here a little bit later. That's fine. That is fine. Ooh, all right. So again, there's that, right? So these highs here, that got traded and up into for NQ so far, and ES has been unable to do that as of yet. So still don't have, to me, I don't have enough information to do anything with this yet. But again, I do find that interesting so far. And no, G, I'm not promising an AM session stream. No. We'll see. It's kind of like, if it happens, it happens. I mean, you could keep an eye out, you know, between 8 and 8:30. Just, you could keep an eye out, but I'm not going to tell you yes or no. And yeah, you guys are absolutely welcome and encouraged to do stuff like Neb Savvy on Instagram, who tagged me on their story, right? To help promote. To help promote for the live streams. All right, and then so yeah, ES did catch up and eventually take this high. And NQ pushing a little bit higher. So interesting day so far. Interesting day so far. Let me scroll through some others as well. SPY, ooh, yeah, having this gap here, then having all these highs up here too. I would be, although I did mention 6,007, I don't think I would focus on shorts today. Especially not with this gap up here too. Right? Yeah. I wouldn't want that. And so it's been like 6 minutes, and we don't really have any clear imbalances in here as of post 8:30. We don't have anything. All right, so we don't have like that first imbalance, that first presentation. We don't have anything in that regard, and we don't really have that for Nasdaq either. We have a lot of back and forth, a whole lot of back and forth. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. I mean, it's just, it is, not to sound stoic, but I mean, it is what it is. But I think it would be a good study to mark out the first imbalance that we do end up getting. And I just don't think we have that yet. If that makes sense. You guys have any questions so far? We got almost 50 people so far. Almost 50 viewers. For our Equities Open stream today. Yeah, Cameron, I should look at metals, but I did want to focus on equities for at least the first 30 minutes of the day before moving over. And yeah, convicted. You get it. I mean, I'm sure we all get it. You know, waking up before you're supposed to, or waking up multiple times throughout the night. It's horrendous. You know, I don't know about you, but I end up being tired all day. And it's just like, it sucks. Don't have a schedule, Naruto. Not for Equities Open. My normal schedule is the same. I just might start going live in the morning a little bit more. Our community's a little bit stagnant at the moment. So I want to try and at least reach some newer people on YouTube by streaming at different times. And of course, by reminding you guys to promote on social media if that is something that you want to do. You know, tell your friends, tell your mom, be like, hey, mom, look at this guy. Come look at this handsome guy. right? So there's that. But I'm looking at the highs here, they're a little bit different. I won't do the 15-second for you. I won't do that today. We'll have to save that for another day. We won't do the 15-second. I have some money to my name, and I am about to quit my job. Do you have some tips? Yes, I do. When I left the 9-to-5 world, I mean, you know, I was in the military for a while, left the 9-to-5, and I was pretty fucking worried. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was anxious, a little bit scared, even, you could say. But, you know, you got to take the leap of faith eventually. But for day trading or just trading in general, like swing trading, position trading, you know, I think it is better to have multiple sources of income versus just trying to trade. But, you know, if your heart is set on just trading, then I would probably go the funded route to just utilize your cash, like leverage what you have, you know, because remember stuff like Top Step, right? I'm not rocking their hoodie today. Things like Top Step, you know, you could pass a combine in a couple months, pay only a couple $100, pay $150 for the activation fee, right? So you're at $300-400 deep, if that, and you're getting like $2,000 of risk capital, right? That's what I mean. That's leverage, you know. But if you just want to trade your own money, that's fine too. But don't put all your eggs in one basket. Be highly selective with your setups. Highly selective. If I were to tell you, if you're gonna quit your job, right, that's fine. That's fine too. But don't do it in like a burning the bridges kind of fashion. You know, don't walk out with your middle fingers up saying, oh, fuck you guys. You know, don't do all that. Put in your 2 weeks, work your 2 weeks. You know, don't tell them that you're going to go be a trader because they're not going to care. They're probably going to talk shit about you anyway. You know, don't even tell them what you're doing, just in case you have to come back. You don't want to burn that bridge. That's what I did. I gave him my 2 weeks notice. I worked, you know, all the days that I had to work. I was never a dick about it. And I never had a job since then. That was 2019. Sometime in 2019. So, you know, those are the tips that I have for you. And I agree, convicted capitalist. I definitely agree with that too. Brian, what about the 5-minute time frame? I'm watching the 1 minute because I wanted to see where our first imbalance would be. I mean, we pretty much have one here at 840 across the board, which is here. So we'll see if that ends up being significant. I don't always look at the first one like that. What I really should have done was probably a triple screen. That's probably, I should have done that. And I did not. And I did not. $6,055.5 is the low end of the gap from the 26th and 27th of December. So I would definitely have that on the chart. And then again, that 6,007 level for ES. And we are looking like we're going to go for 55 and above. Remember that gap on SPY, triple Qs, regular trading hours for both. That's going to be up here. Wait a minute. Did we? All right, Chad, I know I might be asleep a little bit, but did I draw that when we were up here? This is why I can't stream AM session. Did I draw that imbalance before price traded into that? Fuck, I can't remember. I did, Nikki. I did, L. And Naruto. Okay, okay. Thought I was going. Thought I was losing my marbles for a minute. Appreciate that, Bazell. I mean, that's not a bad reaction. NQ did the same thing, that 840, although not as clean. I mean, it extended for that lack of wick right there. But that's not a bad imbalance right there for ES. I mean, that's like 10 points in 2 minutes. That's $500 in 2 minutes. That's kind of cool. Bro needs an energy drink. Oh, absolutely. That's why I drink them. That's exactly. I mean, you know, I'm a pretty good trader. I'm a pretty good analyst, I would think. So that's why I was confused. Like, did I draw that before we did that? Just to make sure. Because I'm not trying to brag, all right? But what did I tell you earlier? I said we'll watch first 30 minutes. We'll watch for the first imbalance is created, aka the first presentation. You know, we'll see what we do. And well, things are pretty interesting so far, aren't they? Shit, I might even go back to bed when the stream is over. I don't know. Slam 300 milligrams of caffeine and then go back to bed. Like, who does that? What's good, I mean? Didn't know you were live until I checked Discord. Yeah. I'm live. But not fully alive just yet. Appreciate that, Zoc Joe. I'm all about the people. I'm all about the people over profit, you know? Absolutely. We got over 50 something people now here too. Beautiful. One day we'll get back to 100. We'll get back to 100 plus one day. May not be today. May not be tomorrow. But eventually we'll probably get back to 100. So yeah, anyway. First imbalance, beautifully respected. If this is going to see the 50s and the 60s, this, I don't think this should waste any more time. This should expand. We have the 9 a.m. macro as well, 850 to 910. So we'll see what that macro does. If I had to say, I would be bullish if it was up to me. If it was up to me, chat. You know, I don't make the rules. I don't control price. Even though sometimes it might look like that is not the case. That is not the case. Okay. So we'll swap this over to the blue or the teal one. Just so you know that that's our equities open. Okay. And a slightly higher high there for NQ, but we'll probably keep it on ES for a little bit. What else you guys got? What else do you got? You have clean lows around the Asia lows. Higher time frame looks like a nice market maker buy model. No, I agree. I agree. I went over that a little bit earlier. We had went to like the 1 hour, 15 minute, and you know, I was reminding you of what we talked about Friday of last week, saying, hey, this is a buy model inside of a buy model, right? Small time frame market maker buy model inside of a larger time frame market maker buy model, and right now price is still pinning out on the larger time frame market maker buy model. So 6,055, 6,060s, that to me seems likely. I don't see why we couldn't easily just rally up there. Roman, I don't have book of the month anymore. I discontinued that. Retired that after like 3 years or 4 years or whatever it's been. I have retired that. Yeah. Rest in peace, book of the month. Mean's gonna rewatch this. Yeah, go for it. You could it's probably best to start from equities open, but just so you could see me draw that imbalance like a minute before we traded into it, because that was not hindsight here. Marked it up at 845. Roman was reading all of them. Which ones were your favorite? Which book recommendations were your favorite? Yep, seeing that continued expansion for NQ. I'll tell you this though, if I was in from here, I would be slightly concerned. I would definitely have a stop, like 1 or 2 points in profit though. I would not want to hold open risk on this Again, if I was in from that, I'm not in. I'm not in. I'm not even logged in. I'm not on a demo. I'm not on paper. I'm not on a real account. I'm not on a funded account. I'm not on anything at the moment. I wanted to be here, and it's a lot easier to focus too on price action when you're not worried about actually taking a trade. So if I find something I like, that's when it's like, okay, now I'll log in and go do something. So it doesn't create that pressure. Yeah, Roman, let me know which books were your favorite. Ricky, you want to hop on? Do you have a Zoom, Ricky? I don't have a Zoom. I have like the 40-minute version. I have the ghetto version. Disciplined Trader, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, a bunch of Ryan Holiday's books for sure. Nice. Love that. Yeah, no, I like that, Mason. That's how I was when I passed my combine. I wasn't even going to trade. Then I saw a clean macro model. Yeah, very beautiful. All right, let's see if we can get this pump. Let's see if we can pump it. Can we get the 55s in the 60s? Can we get it? Trading in the zone is a must-have. Yeah, I got to wipe the dust off that one. It's been a while. I was at a certain point, I was reading that every January. And then I stopped because I read so many other books. But Mark is goated, man. We are goated. I mean, he is goated. Sorry, I was reading Ricky's shit. We are long on NQ and ES. Look at SPY and triple Qs. Yeah. No, I mean, we did. Ricky, I don't know when you hopped on, but we did look at the ETFs a little bit earlier. And that's what these levels are up here. Like this 55 to 92 for ES, like that is a gap for ES or for SPY really. So that's why I'm pointing out the very lowest end of this. And I feel like that's the easiest objective to get to. And we were here this whole time. I mean, we pretty much watched it from 8:15 roughly. And we watched the equities open. We watched all this price action. We talked about first imbalance. And pointed out 6,007.5 as a level that NQ took for its low respectively at around 5 o'clock. ES didn't do it here. So I was like, oh, well, we might trade down there. Then, we looked at higher time frames and, went, oh yeah, there's these gaps and shit. And the higher time frames reminded me of what we talked about last week. And that's why I went, okay, we should be bullish then instead. And that's why I'm pointing out these levels up here. If that makes sense. But I also said in here a few minutes ago that if I was long from here, I'd have a stop at least 1 or 2 points in the profit. I mean, look at this run here. It hasn't had like a super deep retracement. Yeah, Bazell. If there is a reversal presented, yes. I wonder if I even have I might not even have notes on trading in the zone. When I first started reading, I didn't take notes like that. I didn't start taking notes until like a couple years into my reading. And that was stupid. I mean, it was great that I was reading, sure, but it was stupid of me not to take notes. Like Atomic Habits was one of the first like personal development books that I read. A friend got me that book and it's awesome. But I read it. I was like, this was really good, but I don't remember too much. So Ricky thought I was hacked being up this early. That doesn't surprise me. I would have thought the same thing. I'd have been like, there's no way. There is no way. Ooh, this 1 minute here. It's like prickly. It's prickly, like a cactus. I don't even know why I said that, but it's a little bit of choppiness up here. But again, choppiness is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Here's our 9 o'clock, right? So here's our open of the hour, by the way. Open of the hour. And so we pretty much now have the highest high and the lowest low. Highest high is here. We'll mark that up. $60.53. Then we have our lowest low, which was right at 830. So we'll take these off. So I kind of like how we stop shy of that. Build up liquidity above this current high of day before running it up there, if it's going to do that. What do you guys think? What do you guys think so far of the AM session stream? Again, I had no plan, nothing. I mean, I literally was up for like 10 or 15 minutes before we hopped on. I feel like I'm starting to wake up now. You know what? I really want a run to the 60s just to be like, my analysis half asleep is better than your fucking mentors fully awake. You know what I mean? Like, just talk a bunch of shit. Be like, I can do this shit in my sleep. But nah, I don't want to be like that. Part of me does, though. Part of me is like, you got to be toxic, John. You got to be toxic. And it's like, whoa, whoa, buddy. Whoa, whoa. Don't do that. Don't do it, John. You're better than that. As much as you want to, don't do it. Right? I got to stop myself. You know, Mason, there's actually not a lot of people that really talk shit anymore. Oh, hindsight this, hindsight that. That used to be a big thing in like 2021, 2022. But nobody really talks shit anymore. Nobody's ever like, oh, this, that, and the third. Only there was one person, but they were just asking a question. They were just being genuine. Which is why I answered their question a couple weeks ago. And I wasn't like gonna be all that, you know, stupid shit about it. Okay. What are we at? 53. 53 viewers, 53 for ES. There's some alignment for you. There's some alignment for you. Bro wakes up talking shit. Look, man. I don't even want to get into it. I think it's very helpful for me to have that stoic voice next to me when watching live price right at the open. Are you saying I have a stoic voice, or you're saying like some of the YouTube videos? I agree. I mean, I agree. Ricky wants 6,080. Yo, you're a legend, bro. Actually, that's actually not too far off. I mean, that is that's like right in the upper half of that gap. Seems reasonable to me. Getting a little bit of a drag here on NQ. It's kind of just dragging ass like me in the morning, you know what I mean? There's 54. We got 54 for ES. Beautiful. Oh, your calming voice telling me it's not smart to buy at the high. Yeah. I guess I could probably agree on that. I could agree on that. Big James, nobody knew. Even myself. I didn't know. Woke up and was like, fuck it, I'll stream. And we watched this whole thing this morning. We watched this whole debacle. All the way from prior to 8:30, 8:30, first imbalance, and this current macro. We've been watching it all. I will tell you though, these lows right there, those two right there, I would be a little bit worried if I was in from down here. I'd be worried because I was like, well, shit. What if we come back for the lows and then run? I'd be like, fuck, dude. Losing my patience. You know what I mean? Losing my patience. But anyway. Oh, our current high is 54.5. Okay. 906. Nine o'clock is here. Okay. Big James, the live sessions are always recorded on YouTube. I'm not recording this live session to my computer. I'm not really teaching anything here. As far as like lesson plans that I would want to keep, we're going through top-down analysis. We're watching live price. We're, trying to outline things in advance because I always teach with live price, or at least try to. The PowerPoints obviously are not, but when it comes to the PM session, I try to tell you in advance, like on Friday of last week, I was like, hey, watch this level for triple Qs, and that ended up getting smacked, right? That's what I like. The ability to tell you where price is going to go before it goes there, so that way you can watch, order flow, buy models, sell models, whatever. I mean, I've watched like other people live stream, and dude, I don't know how to put it, man. Like, I'm not the best trader, okay? As much as y'all think that I am, I'm not the best trader. I'm not the best analyst. I would never say I would be the best of either one, but I'm at the point in my career, dude, where I'll look at people's stream and I'm like, nope, you're wrong, or oh, you missed that, or oh, that's right, that's a good trade. And like, I could see, you know what I mean? And most people are typically wrong. Or I've seen streamers that stream, but they don't show trades that they placed until afterwards. Where it's like imagine for a second, out of everything you saw today, and then I pull up another screen and I'm in from this imbalance. It's like, oh, well, why didn't you tell us you were going to get in? And it's just like, I just don't like that kind of stuff, you know? So for me, I'd rather have someone that's doing what I'm doing. Like, hey, let's watch for these levels, you know, watch price, watch order flow. There's 55. There's 55 at our current high. I forgot where I was going with that whole idea. I forgot where I was, what the final point to that was, but you know, I like teaching with live price, bro. That's it. Foresight, no hindsight. There's 55 and a half. There's 55 and a half. There's 56, you fuckers. There's 57. Half asleep. Half asleep. Chat. Come on. Come on, baby. Fuck out of here, dude. I still have like 60% of my drink I haven't even woken up yet, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, come on, chat. Live price, baby. No hindsight, hairy shit. Live price, dog. Can we faint this a little bit? Just so we could see price a little bit better. And it hit at 9:10. Where's Jordan? Is Jordan in the chat? What time did that target get hit? Right at the tail end of the 9 a.m. macro window. Ricky, the macro that I look at. No disrespect. I know you look at 9:15. That hit at 9:10. Come on, dog. That's beautiful shit. Beautiful shit. I mean, come on, baby. These traders with thousands of viewers are not doing this. It's too easy. It is too easy. Ooh, NQ dragging ass. NQ dragging ass. ES trading higher. If I was in from here and that got hit and we kind of like pulled back like that, oh yeah, I'd definitely be worried if I was long still. Those small little lows right there would have my attention. I wouldn't short, but those lows would have my attention for sure. So anyway, yeah, we'll probably go ahead and cut it here. As I said, we would watch certain things. First imbalance, highest high and the lowest low the first 30 minutes. We talked about that too. We talked about 55 and a half, and we watched it trade higher. We watched the macro from the beginning. I guess the only other thing I didn't mention to you was this inversion. I was looking at it. I didn't really put too much emphasis on it. Again, because I did point out that 6,007 level. So it's kind of like, well, we'll see. But the overall scope is, we'll zoom out one more time. The overall picture is the low here was taken on NQ. It was not taken on ES. So that to me, just that by itself, that is a bullish signature. And we eventually traded through that inversion, and then that was just after equities open. We didn't have any imbalances until there. That was respected, and after that, it's like, okay, yeah, we should easily see expansion. We got our expansion. Now you might think, well, hold on, John, taking a trade way up here is a little bit late. Is that really worth it? Well, even if, say, you took that later imbalance here with a stop at that low, I mean, your RR is going to be shit McGee, but you'd be risking about $400, $425 on that. And to go to 55 or even let's let's say 56, you'd be making about the same. So that's about a $450 move. And we've been live streaming for an hour. And this only would have been 10 minutes, or no, sorry, that's 10 minutes. I didn't get hit in 10 minutes though. 56 is here. That would have been less than 30 minutes. You would have made what almost nobody makes in like 2 days. Right? I mean, nobody makes over $400 a day at their job. Most people do not. But that was offered in 22 minutes. Like, you can't tell me that's not some shit willing to learn. Right? The real move will present in first and last 15 minutes. No, I mean, I agree. I mean, 915 is here and it technically is higher. I mean, we did get expansion. I mean, you're right. At the close of that 15-minute candle. Right, or almost here. Yeah. I'm just saying, you know, Ricky, I like to talk shit, bro. I mean, you know me, dog. Respectfully though, because you're a friend of mine. I don't talk shit to be like, you know, to be toxic about it. Just having fun, you know, that's all. Just having fun. But anyway, you guys are welcome to rewatch this whole thing if you'd like, but that I'm gonna leave it here. Okay, so we'll hop off. We will be back in a couple hours, right? 9 was it 10, 11, 12. So we'll be back in like 2.5, almost 3 hours for our normal 1 p.m. Eastern stream. Okay, so y'all be good, be blessed, don't do anything stupid, and I'll see you later.